Hello, I'm Untitled Chapter, and Minecraft is not the little indie game you heard about all those years ago. It's actually the biggest game of all time when measured by monthly players. And in terms of total sales, there is not a game that realistically rivals it. It's no longer a game developed by a Swedish dude in his spare time, but instead is developed by the world's most valuable corporation worth over $1 trillion, which is distancing itself more and more from said creator. The interesting thing about this change is not that it happened, but instead why it happened, and how most people didn't even notice the change. Minecraft is perhaps the world's first example of a game that rose primarily through its dominance of YouTube. The indie title clearly has its own spark and would have likely been a somewhat successful game by itself, but having personalities like Cnanas, the Yogscast, or Captain Sparkles showing the game to their audience helped turn an impressive indie into one of the fastest rising games that existed, especially on YouTube at the time. Minecraft went from being a phrase that no one had heard of to a phrase that represented that weird voxel game, before finally becoming the phrase that represented that weird voxel game that everybody and their mother owned a copy of. Much of this success came from the fact that it was an indie game and it was priced at less than $20 initially, but provided a whole world of entertainment. In an era of games that tried to railroad you onto the correct path, or sandboxes but with big quote marks around it, everybody loved the value you got from a game when
no one can tell you what you can or cannot do.
In fact, entire communities sprung up for pretty much every aspect of this game, with people making everything from genuine working computers in Minecraft to multiplayer servers with unique game modes, including one of the world's first battle royales. You know the one, I think. Anyway, no other game had seen such a wide variety of audiences come together and bring every aspect of the game to its absolute limit. For years, Minecraft continued to grow strong and reach new players on a daily basis. Despite the game's unprecedented success, it was still going to make many changes to the way Minecraft was perceived by the world. What was once a small indie game made by a few developers in a home office became a real large studio working on a seriously popular game. Since its release back in 2009, Minecraft has changed from being that small indie game and shifted into one of the most influential names in gaming that is now owned by one of the biggest companies in the space. Minecraft started to become a more professionally branded product, especially after the purchase of Minecraft by Microsoft back in 2014. This purchase, along with many of the other changes that Minecraft was making, had shown the direction that the game was taking. The question becomes though, what did these changes mean for the future of the Minecraft brand and its players all around the world? The biggest decision Minecraft had ever made was being acquired by Microsoft. Notch's motives for doing this were fueled by the game exhausting him of the motivation to keep being a part of it. After tweeting an offer to sell Minecraft, and after separately saying that his price was $2 billion, Microsoft decided this would be the opportunity to acquire the game from him. They knew Minecraft had huge potential and actually exceeded this original offer. Notch accepts the deal and Minecraft is no longer in his hands. The interesting thing about this sale though is that despite it being another classic case of a huge corporation buying up a smaller game studio, is that they actually respected the game and studio they bought. If you were playing Minecraft through these years, you might not have noticed any negative changes whatsoever. If you follow the game more closely though, you may have noticed some of these subtle changes to the Minecraft brand appear one by one. So Minecraft was traditionally very conservative with what it would sell you. The game cost $25, and until Minecraft Realms came along in late 2013, that was pretty much it. One of the assets Microsoft saw value in was the merch market, which now has a whole official website dedicated to selling you pretty much any item you want, except a Minecraft version instead. Socks, hats, lunchboxes, plush toys, pillows, and literally anything else you can imagine are available, but the game will also sell you Minecraft Hot Wheels, or a card game, or a Magic 8 Ball that's also a dirt block, and pretty much any other traditional toy with a Minecraft coat on. As Minecraft grew massively in popularity, merch became a big part of the Minecraft branding and is sold in stores all over the world. Chances are your local supermarket has a good amount of Minecraft merch somewhere in those aisles. And in fact, I'm going to quickly send my editor, who lives in the United States of America, to his local big supermarket, a Walmart I assume, to see what Minecraft merch he can find.
You're the last one. Complete the mission.
Mojang used to be a games company with aspirations of making multiple big hits, and although they still might try, the truth is their other projects, Scrolls and 0x10C, didn't hold a candle to the success that was Minecraft. Although they are still officially called Mojang, much of their promotional material, like their website and their YouTube channel, transitioned from being Mojang to Minecraft. All of their official posts regarding updates to the game are done via the Minecraft.net website now. Similarly, Minecraft is active on social media sites like Twitter, where they get engaged in corporate trends like rainbow logos. This Minecraft studio also became more and more embedded within Microsoft, which has been wonderful for the Pocket Edition version of Minecraft, as it now has over 100 people employed inside the Microsoft office in Washington to provide updates to the game. This is in addition to the studio, which remains in Sweden and is still working primarily on the Java edition of the game. Because when Minecraft Pocket Edition went cross-platform, they decided to use the online system that Microsoft already had for all of its online gaming services, Xbox Live. Later, they made a version of Pocket Edition which you could play on your PC, but this was limited to Windows 10 because of the requirement for it to be a UWP app. Minecraft used to be the name for the first version of the game that released that ran on PC, Mac, and Linux using the Java programming language. However, recently this was renamed to Minecraft Java Edition, and the game that was previously named Minecraft Pocket Edition became the version known as Minecraft. This switcheroo of the naming scheme was to solidify Microsoft's decision to push the new Pocket Edition to become the main game for Minecraft. Since Minecraft became cross-platform, their idea for Minecraft was to make a universal version of Minecraft, which is available for all of these platforms. Despite this shift in the game's name scheme, many still consider the Java version of the game to be the main version, and it is still the version you see when you go onto their official website. This change was actually considered controversial by many fans of the game, namely because they felt renaming the original version of Minecraft to Java Edition felt like an insult to the people who had been playing Minecraft the longest, i.e. fans of the Java Edition, who felt like their name was being taken away for the purposes of marketing. It was also fairly insulting to players of the console edition because as a result of Bedrock becoming the standard Minecraft on all platforms, many of the console editions of Minecraft were no longer going to be updated solely because of this edition. Players of Xbox One, for instance, were told they could upgrade to the new platform of Minecraft for free at the cost of their current edition being discontinued. At first it didn't seem too bad, and their promotional material at E3 2017 looked rather promising. However, after a rushed and unstable release of Minecraft Bedrock Edition, a lot of dedicated players were disappointed. Many players continued to play on the Xbox One edition, which made the Minecraft team push this new Minecraft campaign even further. In the console community to this day, there is still a split between people who play the newer Minecraft and between people who play the old version of Minecraft known as the Xbox One edition, something which the Microsoft team had noticed, so they decided to implement in-game advertisements for their new game so that every player who opened the Xbox One edition would see them. It was not very subtle and is still obnoxious to this day for players who want to play the game that they used to know and love. After this discontinuation of the Xbox One and Switch, due to their editions having the opportunity to upgrade to the Bedrock, players on the remaining console editions, with the exception of the PlayStation 4, were also notified that their editions of the game would also be discontinued. This made it clear that the game's ambitions were to limit Minecraft to the most popular platforms instead of branching out to every platform possible. Minecraft Bedrock Edition now consists of 5 different devices to be played on, while Java and console only consists of 1 platform each. Modern day Bedrock Edition asserts itself into the community not with the player's choice, but rather by corporate force instead, which is a force which has still been persisting into Minecraft to change the way that the game is played and perceived by its fanbase to this day. This would be the most egregious action by itself, which doesn't sound too bad until we get to the next point. That's right, these exist in Minecraft, and I feel like this section could be left as blank as just saying, hey, they exist, and that's a thing, but it is worth noting that they wave at you from the homepage at all times, as of right now, and they go through a lot of different ways trying to make you check out the store. This even goes as far as advertising to you when you create a new world. You're given the option to check out some templates on the Minecraft marketplace, and yeah, if you play any video games at all, I'm sure I don't need to tell you that this is not the most ideal change, especially for a franchise as esteemed and long-lasting as Minecraft, but it is worth noting it only is for the Bedrock edition of the game, and that it is actually paying for map makers to make these maps for dedicated Minecraft fans to get paid roughly half of what you pay for any of their given maps. So there is a bottle of hope, but it just happens to be in an ocean filled with the wave of disappointment that is microtransactions in Minecraft. Minecraft Bedrock Edition's biggest sales pitch was the ability to play cross-platform. This was achieved by implementing Xbox Live features into each of their Minecraft versions. Now even platforms like the Nintendo Switch had Microsoft's Xbox Live service, which was something the gaming industry had never seen before. Microsoft had slowly, delicately switched Minecraft from being a big indie game on the PC to being the biggest mobile game around, which used the Xbox Live system, to being the biggest indie game around, but on all platforms, and this was being developed, of course, by the studio known as Minecraft. A studio which subtly added microtransactions and a subscription service to the most popular and most sold game of all time. What was once a cute little indie game has become the titan of industry, making millions every single week between sales of merch, sales of the game, and sales of various add-ons, and more. Do you remember how earlier we said Notch was the creator of Minecraft? This status of being the madman who single-handedly created the biggest hit of the last decade has earned Notch something of a cult following online, with over 3.7 million followers. Being a billionaire with extreme internet fame and no actual responsibilities after the sale of Minecraft to go along with it sounds like the dream to most of us, but Notch actually recently revealed that he was seriously unhappy in a series of now deleted tweets, talking about how you can never be sure who is your friend and a whole host of other issues that cut to the heart of the question: what does it mean to be happy? This first controversy was nothing compared to the mildly politically incorrect tweets that came over the next few years, to put it lightly, with one of the most famous examples being "it's okay to be white" tweet, which is admittedly a true statement, but it's also the sort of thing that led many to question the message that this and the other messages on Notch's Twitter were sending to his fans. Things stepped up a gear this year, with Notch tweeting out his support for figures that are part of major conspiracy theories, and ultimately brings us to the stage where it's decided that he was too controversial to leave in the game. Barring the credits, all references to Notch were removed in the game, and Mojang has all but cut ties to Notch as a result of this. This is a rough situation to be in. On the one hand, the past should not be up for debate, open to interpretation based on your political views at the time, but on the other hand, for a big company, it is a no-brainer to remove one of the biggest sources of negative press who doesn't even work for you anymore from the ecosystem of your game, especially given the game's audience. The ultimate question that all of this raises, though, is does this really matter? If the average Minecraft player doesn't notice something, then should it affect anything? And I want to sarcastically respond to that question with the logic that just because you don't notice me urinating in your kitchen sink every day, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't care. The truth is, though, I think that most people didn't notice the change in Minecraft's branding. They didn't notice the subtle pushes from Microsoft on it, and they also don't notice the good that has come as a result. Minecraft now has dedicated community managers and a website where players can basically petition new features. It's also a game that will be updated in perpetuity, and roughly half of every purchase made in-game goes towards members of the community who made the various maps being sold. Every other major studio would have turned it into a cash grab for themselves, but Microsoft has at least decided to give the lion's share of profits from this new business venture in Minecraft to the most dedicated fans who were building the big creations that were almost full-time jobs that otherwise could not support themselves. Something really great that Minecraft has done as a result of this is allow those people to thrive. Minecraft has stated that it has plans to make Minecraft a 100-year game, and honestly, if this is something they can achieve, then if they're doing it in a way that doesn't affect you playing your game, then that is the key standard I think we should set. The truth is that unlike many corporate takeovers of indies, oh man, I'm still getting over an illness, you know? The truth is that unlike many companies that take over indie studios, this one has its ups and it has its downs. For better or worse, Minecraft is not the quirky little game you heard about all those years ago. It's the biggest game of all time, and it has absolutely no intention of slowing down. So I hope you did all enjoy this little commentary style video. I very rarely do scripted content like this on the channel, so let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. I love Minecraft. I think it is one of the best games I've played in my lifetime, and I think in 20 years it will be remembered as one of the masterpieces of the earlier 21st century, because the amount of beauty, the amount of discovery still being made in Minecraft every single day is one of the things that staggers me and astounds me as part of the job that comes with, you know, making YouTube videos that focus primarily on Minecraft. And yeah, I just wanted to reiterate something that has been said many times, even by Notch himself, but Minecraft is your game. It can never be taken away from you. You know, we will never let it be taken away from us. It is our game that is being maintained and hopefully constantly updated and hopefully improved on a regular basis by Microsoft, but Minecraft can never be taken away, and that's the beauty of this game as opposed to so many others that do exist, and it's the thing that reminds me that it is such a beautiful game in the end. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Please do subscribe. If you want to see more of these daily on your homepage, you can hit the notification bell if you want to super subscribe, as it basically is on YouTube these days. And yeah, if you didn't enjoy the video, dislike the video, let me know why in the comments down below. I'd be curious to hear what your thoughts are on this, but for now, I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.